All right, day 3 video. I'd like to preface this upcoming part with some words. I've already listened to it, so I know what it sounds like. It's certainly not my best stuff. Um, it's being recorded on a MacBook. I mean, this is the microphone I'm using. It's the bay of an industrial building. Not the best acoustics. It's what I've got to work with. And I just wanted to play this song because I really love it. I said in a former video that coming up I would finally memorize the lyrics to it. I don't know why they seem so. I think because they are so deep and meaningful to me that I've developed a mental block. I just cannot memorize this song. Although I haven't tried most songs just like, well, there are complex ideas being espoused in this song, and I think that's part of the problem. It's not just like a catchy little song that sticks in your head, although this one certainly sticks in my head. Let me just say for all the guitar players out there, yeah, I know these chords are not even close to the right ones. It's just a chord pattern, more or less, that I developed, and I'm not saying I'm the first one to ever play these chords. I may have heard them somewhere else, but it's I can't remember what you call it when you're stepping down a half step, finger by finger, when you're playing a chord progression like that. But that's what I'm doing, and it's just a natural. Um, it's just a kind of a natural thing to fall into because it's just got that sound of continually going down. Anyways, I was fooling around with those chords for the longest time, not having any idea what to do with them, and all of a sudden, one day it just struck me. That would fit under the melody of. And sure enough, when I finally got my hands on the lyrics and sang over them, there was the song. And then when the internet came along and I finally found out what the real chords are, I'm thinking to myself, man, these guys, they're playing it all wrong. Which, of course, is not true. But I'm not playing it wrong either. It's just my way of doing it. In any event, I know what it sounds like. I already listened to it. It's certainly not my best work, but I think it's very fitting for these times we're going through. And I'm pretty jazzed up about the project that I'm working on. That's in the next section of video, the third part of this whole thing that I'm doing today. I'm trying to do a video a day for 30 days. Just to get in the habit of doing this stuff. I'm going to get into this was complicated in that unbelievably, that was the best out of, well, every other take that I did before this one you're about to hear, I just cut off somewhere in mid-song because it's like, okay, that doesn't sound good. And I made a mistake quite early in this one, and it's like, you know what? I'm just going to play right through. I don't give a hoot. I'm sure you'll hear it. It is what it is. Anyways, day 3, moving right along. Thank you for listening, and if you're not listening, forget it. So, here we go. Here we go. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jagaroon Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jagaroon Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Na 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 na. Nothing's gonna change my world. Jagaroon Deva. Jagaroon Deva. Jagaroon Deva. Thank you. Okay. I've got that much done. And it won't focus because it's looking at the board in the background, not this is what I want it to focus on. And now there's obviously looking at the phone screen while I'm moving the phone around and there's stuff in the way. But this is what I want it to focus on, which is, that's about the best view right there, which is the spiral that I'm putting inside these cubes. So, there's a spiral going on in there. And I gotta tell you, it's a bitch bending those little wires just right to get them to look like that, because because they have to spiral. Well, now you can't see with all the clutter in the background, but they have to spiral both ways. If you can see that. So it's got to spiral this way, and not spiral, but it's got to arc this way too. It's bare. But part of the reason I'm showing this is I've only got 2 cubes out of 8 cubes altogether done. And if I show you that I'm working on this, now I got to jam it out, because somebody else might see this idea, think, hey, I can make one of those, and then I'll have competition. I need to be the first. So there you go. That's what I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have it done by tomorrow, but I gotta tell you, it's a bear. I gotta spray paint the one on the right side and then glue it in. It's just, as a matter of fact, watch this. Hey, look at that. Where is it? That's it. That's it down there. That's what I'm putting in there. So I gotta spray paint that, glue it in, and by the time you see that next, it'll have all its buddies in there. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So there we go. Moving along.